let's farm some gold together. Pre-warning, there will be no glitches or exploits in particular in this video, mostly because that's not generally how I like to play games unless there is some kind of like huge reason to do so, and there just isn't with gold. This just makes getting a few things a little easier, and realistically speaking, I feel like farming gold is the least fun thing to farm in the game. The first and most passive method is to build yourself a ranch and fill it with the Mao pals. That's basically going to mean that we can run around in here and collect lots of little pots of gold so that we can continue to get richer and richer and richer. Cool thing about this is that it's completely passive once you set this up. You can do this in all three of your bases. You can probably do it multiple times depending on how fast you want to get that gold. And your pals will even drop it off in some of the chests. So sometimes you may have to check around a little bit just to make sure that it's not all there. The blue Maos, which are the Mao Christ, can be found here on the map during the night time, but that is probably not going to be early enough for most places. So what I'll do is I will leave a link to Mapgenie in the description, as you can also catch the standard looking black Maos in the caves. It's a random spawn encounter, so you'll just need to go around a few of the caves and you should have no problem capturing yourself a Maos. Note that each ranch can have 4 Maos in it, and it's going to be up to you to balance how many of your pal capacity that you want to dedicate to farming gold. Like I say, probably shouldn't really dedicate all that much of them to it. The second most passive, and in my opinion, probably the best way to go about farming gold, is to run the caves that we literally just mentioned a second ago. That's for 2 reasons. First up, you want to run them anyway because you are going to need the high-grade technical manuals that drop in there pretty often, as you do not get enough technology points naturally to fill out the tech tree, and the chests that you get for completing those caverns invariably drop precious items that can be sold to merchants for gold anyway, which is just going to mean that you are accruing tech points and gold at the same time, and anything that gets you 2 things at the same time is better than just farming straight up gold any day of the week. The third best way, if you absolutely must have some gold right now, is to make your way over to the sealed realm of the Thunder Dragon fast travel point, where the Relaxarus spawns pretty commonly. Go ahead and catch a couple, and once you have one caught, we can take these to a pal vendor, such as the one at the back end of the settlement, where they can be sold for around 2,000 gold each, which isn't too bad considering how quickly you can catch them up there and how many of them spawn.